Hello. It's time for our May monthly favorites. I don't have a huge list today, which is fine. It doesn't mean that I haven't loved stuff. I have, but I've also been testing a lot of new things, and sometimes it just takes a while for me to get my thoughts on them. And I've been away. I was in New York for about a week. So that's why I have maybe a few less things than normal, but that's okay. We'll get through it quicker. So let's jump in. The first thing that I have, I'm looking at my list. Oh, the first thing I wanted to mention is this shirt. Now, the shirt, maybe some people will disagree because this is from Amazon, and I know how some people feel. I 100% support small businesses. I have my own. My husband has his own. I am a big part of that community here where I live. Two things can exist at the same time. Anyway, I'm not getting into that right now. But this shirt is one of my favorite shirts of all time. It is a linen shirt. I didn't mean to pop the collar, but that's how it is. But I love kind of that look actually. And you can of course wear it down. It's lightweight. You can roll the sleeves. They can be all the way down. My arms are very long, so I always roll them up because I feel like they're never, it looks weird when they're down. It does have a little button there as well. But the whole point is I feel like this is the perfect summer, spring shirt, but also it's a very good in between. You can wear it, dress it up a little, even though it is linen, or you can dress it down, wear it to the beach kind of thing. I can't get enough of it. This is my second because when I was, painting Easter eggs with my niece and nephew, I got dye on it and even bleach couldn't get it out, so I bought a new one, and they're very cheap. But I seriously love this shirt. And you can bleach it for the most part, if you get normal stuff on it, and it will come out, but yeah, it's a favorite. I wear it all the time. Okay, I'm not gonna go in any particular order because why be normal? Why would I do that? But the next thing I have is the Beauty Pie SuperDose Vitamin C Oxygen Boosting Moisturizer. Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm almost out of it. And I just bought, oh my gosh, come on out. I just bought 2 more, so I will have 2 and however much is left of this because I love it. It really shocked me. It really shocked me in a way that I was not expecting. Normally I'm okay, a moisturizer is a moisturizer. And this is definitely more of a morning, daytime moisturizer. It's not super, super thick, but it's also not one of the water, gel cream ones where it just kind of absorbs into your skin. It's a good mix, and of course it does have vitamin C in it. But the vitamin C aside, because honestly my skin doesn't see huge changes from vitamin C. I see bigger results from having a laser or a chemical peel done. But this stuff, it leaves, and you're not going to be able to see it, maybe a little bit on my hand. It leaves this almost shimmer, but not shimmer. Kind of like what my face looks like now. This is just a sunscreen that I'm testing out. But this, it is incredible. It doesn't have any tint to it. It is just white when it goes on. But there's something about what it does to your skin that I cannot describe. I obviously cannot get enough of it. I just bought 2 more. I am going to be doing a video on Beauty Pie soon. It's just a big one, kind of going through what I bought. It's not comprehensive, but it is coming. Okay, I guess we'll continue on in the skincare realm. The next thing I have is the Glow Recipe Water Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. Now, the reason that I love these, I don't like almost any serums except for the one that I make, because I find that most serums don't do anything for my skin. I either use a really rich moisturizer at night or a basic one in the morning until I got this one. And serums kind of were I don't know. I just don't feel that they do a lot. This one, I think it's the consistency, and I think it's the niacinamide. It is thick enough that I actually see the glow from it. So if you're wanting a glowy kind of serum, this would be one option for you. But I think the niacinamide also helps with kind of decongestion. If you have enlarged pores, it definitely helps kind of with that. But that's not really why I go to it. I go to it for the glow. So now that it's summer, I probably don't need it as much. I'm just glowy all the time because it's usually just sweat. But there's something about this, again, like it's not that I can quantify what it is, but I do really love it. And I think a large part of it has to do with the fact that the serum is actually thicker. So it doesn't feel like it just absorbs and is gone. And I love that about it. So I don't have much else to say about it, but I highly recommend it. Okay, we'll transition on to sunscreen. So this is coming up in a video very, very soon. This is the Murad Correct and Protect Serum Broad Spectrum SPF 45 PA++++. So it's a mineral sunscreen. This one has 17% zinc oxide, so a really high percentage of a mineral-based filter. Mineral-based, it is mineral. So usually when you see something with that high of a percentage of just like straight zinc oxide, you're gonna see a pretty heavy white cast. But this one, and I said it earlier, I featured it on one of my Instagram stories or reels, and I think the reason that it works, and you do have a cast, it's not like completely invisible, that's very hard to get, but you have a very minimal cast, at least on my skin tone. Of course, deeper skin tones may have more of a cast, but you're gonna have a lot less than you normally would, and I really think the reason is that it is so fluid. When you start seeing mineral sunscreens that are thick and rich in a cream, I just feel like they, and not just by feel, but also with experience, those types of sunscreens just kind of tend to leave more of a cast. It's harder to rub in, and then you get that like chalky residue. If you're looking for something that has less of a cast, I always recommend to go with something more fluid. It's just easier to rub in, and if you do have a cast, it's gonna be a lot less noticeable, in my opinion. So this one is beautiful. It's incredibly pricey, and you only get 1 fluid ounce. So I'm not saying that this is the best thing ever. I'm just saying I have been liking it out of a lot of sunscreens. This is kind of the one that made it into the monthly favorites. Okay, we only have a few more. Next thing I have is the Living Proof hairspray. This is called the Flex Hairspray. So this is a medium hold. I got this when I went on vacation to New York because I needed a new sunscreen, or not sunscreen, hairspray. And so I got like a big Tresemme one because that's just cheap. And then I was like, let's get a travel one because I always forget to have hairspray and I need it. I got this because at Ulta, it was like the only travel size one I could find. It was super frustrating because this one was almost the same price as the like gigantic Tresemme one. And so I was like, oh, watch me love this one. Yeah, I do. The reason I like it is because it is a medium hold, but like as you see, I slicked down my hair today. It does enough. It's not like, I mean, it still is a little chunky up there. So you're gonna get the hold, but you also can, if you're wearing your hair down, it is flexible like the name suggests. So I do like that. I don't like hairsprays that are so like Aquanet, like very thick hold. Is that the word? Thick? Hard? I don't know. You know what I mean. Also, I think more than anything, and this is a very like kind of random thing because you know, like it's hairspray, you just want it to do its job. But this doesn't smell terrible. It smells, not vanilla. Should I just spray some? There's some, no, yeah, maybe a little vanilla. So basically, I don't hate the smell of it, which is really great because so many hairsprays just smell like chemicals and terribleness. So, Living Proof, I mean, they have really spectacular products. They're just pricey, but this one, I might have to get the full size. Okay, and two more. One hair product, which is interesting because I don't usually talk about hair products a lot. I have curly hair by nature. It's not necessarily thick, it's very dry. There's literally nothing I can do to make it not dry. So dryness is kind of the issue at core of my hair. Like I'm always trying to get more moisture into it. This was sent to me as not PR. I mean, they sent it and then like I never heard from them again. This is a Korean hair hair leave-in treatment to repair, restore, and revitalize. I should tell you the name. It's called SHRD. This stuff is one of the weirder products I've ever tried. I was showing you earlier, like, it's not coming out. It doesn't necessarily smell great. It smells like kind of old lady fragrance. And it has this really like weird texture. Let me see if I can show you. Like, it's the craziest weird texture. And I believe it is like a lot of panthenol. That's one of the main ingredients. It does have silk amino acids, which are like a building block. You want to see that in your hair care or skin care, of course. But otherwise, like, the actual ingredient list is really not that complicated. We have water, sterile alcohol, dimethicone, polysorbate 20. Anyway, like, these are pretty functional ingredients, and the panthenol is also pretty functional. But there's something about this, I don't know what it is. I think it must be like the silk proteins that has left my hair feeling as soft as it ever can feel. You don't need a lot, and I will try to find the link to this because, again, I've never seen it elsewhere. I'm sure you can find it on various websites, but don't put too much in because then your hair will be a little too greasy. But it is, I mean, I should look more into it. I've just been using it. So like, this is like me telling like my girlfriends, you know, like, oh my God, I've tried this and I love it. Like, that's what my monthly favorites is. It's not about like figuring out every like last detail of the product. So I've been liking that so much. And then the last product that I have is the Phytosurgence Skin Spark. So this is cream blush, and I got the shade, what shade? Simmer. It's a pink shade. Let me show you. So this stuff is one of the creamiest cream blushes that I've ever found. And you can use it on your lips as well. I'll put a little on my lips. Actually, I really liked it. I wore it on my lips the other day. It's beautiful. And I have been like kind of transitioning away from those darker like Merlot wine shades, because those are great in the winter, to kind of just like hot pink. I love that. And like, of course, peach as well. But I've been in a really big kind of pink shade, or pink phase, and this stuff is incredible. It is long lasting, creamy, pigmented. It's basically everything, which I was kind of shocked about. I wouldn't say it's like the most long lasting, but it does give you just color and like pigment that you want. And I actually put it on my eyes one day. I put it on my cheeks. And they're a small, very small brand. I think they have like less than 10,000 followers on Instagram. They're based out of Canada. But fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Love, love, love. All right, guys. So that's it. Like I said, I'm not like trying to add things if I don't love them, but those are some of the things that I have been loving this month in particular. And of course, I'll be adding to it next month and seeing what else comes out. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.